Welcome to Sister Talk TV show. I'm your host, Deetra Kelsey. Hey, I'm back. Yes, I am back from the wonderful, magnificent gospel musical, Whose Side Are You On? About gang and gun violence. And let me tell you all who came to the show, thank you. This is my second time back at Sister Talk TV show. And I'm still recovering from that wonderful experience. I just want to let you all know that we will be having the show again sometime in March, and I will let you know. This is Deetra Kelsey again, Sister Talk TV show, and we today are celebrating the coming up festival, I should say, Kwanzaa. With me is Mark McPhee. Mark McPhee is a returning guest. You could say brother friend of Sister Talk TV show. Hey Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Sister.
God to you too. You know, you brought all these people here to talk about the upcoming festival that you all are having starting December the 26th, which is the first day of Kwanzaa. Could you introduce the guests to us, please?
Yeah, sure. Well, this is the Circle of Brothers Kwanzaa team, and the theme that we chose is Umoja, which is unity. And the reason why we chose that theme, because each and every one of our team members represent their own organization. So it is through the principles of Kwanzaa that we bring every one of us together as a collective. To the right of me is Brother Reg, and there's Reggie Mitchell, and later on, I guess he will introduce himself.
Okay.
And then also we have Sister Soraya Mayat, and later on, I'm quite sure that you'll give her an opportunity to talk about what she does. And behind me is Sister Bailey Jeremy, and she's another phenomenal sister that's working with us. And also is Sister Tamika Fleming, and also next to her is Sister Q, also known as Hafsa Vincent. And on the very end is our leader who steers our Kwanzaa committee and the Circle of Brothers, and that would be host of WHCR, the Harlem 411, Brother Haja Worley.
Hey, welcome. Thank you once again for gracing the set of Sister Talk TV show. We just can't wait to hear about it and see it also. So tell us, when will this event be?
This will be on December 26th at the Joseph P. Kennedy Community Center.
Okay, what time does it start?
It starts at 5 o'clock and goes on to 9 o'clock.
Really? That's great. Okay. So this Kwanzaa Circle of Brothers event is not only you're celebrating Kwanzaa, but you're also celebrating someone who just passed. Could you tell us about that?
Yes. We're celebrating the fruits and the labor, and you know Kwanzaa means the first fruits. And we're celebrating the life and legacy of Brother AKIL Rose. AKIL Rose is a member of our community. He's a community activist. He brought unity to a number of different community groups. He's a member of the Circle of Brothers. He's a member of the Harlem Emergency Network. He's a member of the Harlem Liberation School. He's a member of Families United for Solutions, and he's also a member of the Michelle Obama Democratic Club.
Whoa.
Everything that this brother has done, he has brought people together of all races, all nationalities, all religions, and he has worked with a number of different Harlem elected officials, and so they know the power of his work. And so these sisters that I have with me, we know that we cannot rise any higher than our sisters. So we are known as the Circle of Brothers, but we thought it would be fit to bring our sisters to the Sister Talk television show.
Hey, I'm glad you all did, because that's what it's all about. The sisters, right? You know, digress for a moment. I saw something on Facebook, and this woman had something on her profile picture. I'm going to say this. F it. that's the words of a black woman. F it, I'll do it. You know, that's the words of a black. Hey, but you know, I want to ask you all, what are your memories about AKIL Rose? Could you all elaborate about what you admired about him? Do you all know? Have you all met him or anything like that? Sure.
Yes.
Yes. We've all met him. What I remember about Brother AKIL Rose is that getting the job done. You know, getting people out there, galvanizing communities and organizations. He would call me up and he would be like, Brother Reggie, I need your team, I need your people, you know. I need your people here or there or there. I need them on this block. You know, he was all about organization and putting people and connecting the dots. And I always had a great time with him, and I would call up my team and we would be out there, you know, in support of whatever he was doing and whether it was a collaboration or not.
Okay.
So that's what I remember.
Anybody else want to say anything about him?
I just want to say, just piggybacking off of Reggie, AKIL always had something going. I mean, he was always out there in the community. He had a certain swagger about him.
Yes, he did.
He was always, and his signature was "Show you right."
Yes.
And he was
Show you right. Is he from Washington, D.C.?
No,
he's from
Colorado.
Colorado.
You know, because that's our signature. Show you right. You know, but go ahead.
So he was always doing something. As a matter of fact, to show you how well loved and respected the brother was, I had a sister call my home yesterday, Sister Denise Proctor, and she called from Louisiana.
Right.
Because she had seen the advertisement or the information online about the memorial for him, and she called all the way from Louisiana and said she just had to, you know, she wanted to know what had happened. Had he transpired, or were we honoring him? Was he still alive? And stuff? So I had to give her the sad news that he had passed, and that we were honoring him, you know, in his passing and stuff. But we lifting his spirit up.
That's right.
We're lifting his spirit up, and he had an indomitable spirit.
That's
I heard that, yeah.
And I'd like to add that Brother AKIL was a man for his people. He really was. He had both boots on the ground. And anytime Brother AKIL would tell you to go somewhere and you knew it was about community, you would just go, no questions asked.
That's right.
And he would make sure you had food.
Oh,
That's
right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He would
That's
always
right.
feed you.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I like what you said, Mark, is that he is a member. It's like you didn't say he was
Right.
past tense.
Absolutely.
He's still here. Personally, I don't think death is bad, especially if you lived a good life here and tried to do what you were supposed to do as God put you on this earth to spread your gifts and plant your seeds and all that. So yeah, I believe that he's just on another plane, you know, and he's smiling down on us right now.
Right now.
Hey, AKIL, what's happening?
All right.
You know? So yes, AKIL Rose and Kwanzaa Festival, you know, December 26th at the St. Joseph, Joseph B. Kennedy
Joseph B.
Center,
Kennedy, yes.
135th Street in Harlem, USA. Yes. So, you know, anybody else want to say anything before?
I wanted to add something.
Sure.
His spirit, while his vessel was here on this earth and now, really symbolizes Ujima because collective work is what he put out there. And I was really impressed with just how he's everywhere all the time, like no matter where. Like if there's an event, he was there. Even if there's like 5 events at one time, it feels like he is at every event. His presence is everywhere.
Wow.
And I think that just shows how much he worked for that collectivism, like throughout the community and throughout the people who supported him.
That's right.
Wow. Wow. Did I ever meet him, Mark?
I believe you met him. He was my right hand and Hodges' right hand in the Circle of Brothers. And I recall one year when you came to the Kwanzaa event.
Yes,
He's right on stage with me.
Right,
And
yeah.
so he was our right hand.
Okay.
And also, you know, when people say that he'll call you up and tell you about different community events, he was everywhere, and he left some seeds. And I have to say this that last year, the last award that he received, he was a surprise honoree, and my job was to get him to the National Black Theater and making sure that he didn't know that he was going to be honored.
Yes.
He received the Celebrate Thy Brother Award,
Absolutely.
and this year, next month, we're going to be giving that award to Brother Reg right here because he exemplifies that whether it's
No
working,
crying on TV.
whether it's working with women for domestic violence, we are phenomenal women. Whether it's feeding the community, whether it's supporting the Black Spades, or whether it's supporting the peacekeepers. Just last night, we were at the Boys Club,
Right.
where he was giving, information to a lot of young brothers and telling them about the mean streets that he grew up on some 35 plus years ago. This brother exemplifies the spirit of Brother AKIL. And as we say in the Circle of Brothers, we need 1,000 more Malcolms. We need 1,000 more Martins. And a person like AKIL Rose left a lot of seeds in the community.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the celebration on December 26th. We haven't heard from you two. What's happening there? Let's what should we expect?
Well, we should expect a lot of speakers speaking on the issues in our community, and giving their resources and how they could contribute to the community and help out people. Also, gonna have entertainment.
Oh, wow.
Drumming, dancers, fashion show, yes. And plenty of food, poetry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sister Saraya.
So
We'll be
what
doing
is your
poetry.
role in it?
Well, my role is myself and Sister Hafsa Vincent. We're starting an organization called For Our Sons.
For our sons. Oh
Yes,
yeah, I saw
yes.
that in your bio. So
Yes.
what made you start that?
Because of my sons, I have boys.
How many
and
boys do you have again?
2 boys.
2 boys, okay.
And my first son, he is wrongfully incarcerated. So I just came up with this name called For My Sons because of all the stuff that's been going on with boys, how they're not allowed to cry, to express their feelings, police brutality, domestic violence, and it's a lot.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot,
Yeah.
So
with these boys. out
quickly,
here.
could you tell me why your son is wrongfully incarcerated?
His friend, him and his friend were in the streets, and there was a group of boys, and his friend had a gun and shot in the air, and the police, when they picked him up 3 months after this happened, they told my son friend, well, if you sign this paper, he was, saying that my son did it, you'll go home.
How old was
He
your son?
was 21 at that
21,
time.
okay.
He's been in there 4 years now.
Wow.
They give him 9 years.
They gave him 9
Never
years
been
for-
arrested before.
Never been in trouble.
Yes, and the person that got grazed on their foot said in court, Your Honor, I don't know who shot me, but they made my son sign a paper saying that, okay, if you sign this, you'll go home. He has migraine headaches, so he wanted to go home. He was passing out.
Right.
So he thought he was going to go home, and that's how he ended up being in prison, but there's no proof of anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he signed that paper saying that, yes, I was shooting in the air. And he had no idea. He had no attorney with him.
Right, okay. Yeah, a lot of people are in jail because,
Yes.
Railroaded.
either you stay here or you can stay, go home.
Yeah.
Which is, sometimes a lie, and that's what ends up happening. Okay, what's happening? What's your role in this?
So I am the logistics coordinator for the Kwanzaa committee and the events. And I also just make sure that all the vendors and everything is running smooth. The performers and presentations are in order.
Right,
And
okay.
just making sure, things are, no hiccups,
No hiccups,
And-
everything is going well. How about yourself? How about you? So,
Oh, myself? I'm just really on the planning committee, so my the duties are just really general,
Okay.
just to make sure that everything is in place for that day. also volunteered to bring some fruit for the table.
Uh-huh.
And I was told by a queen mother, her name is Mama June, she said for Kwanzaa, you're supposed to only bring root vegetables.
Root
So
vegetables.
we can't bring bananas, I think she was saying, and we can't bring oranges, only
Right.
root vegetables.
Okay.
So I have to look more into that.
Like
Turnip.
sweet
But I trust her
potatoes,
word. Yes,
Turnips,
sweet
you know.
potatoes,
carrots,
things like that.
yeah.
Like the
Yams.
sweet potato pies and
right.
all that. Y'all hear us? Oh yeah. You all know that you all could call the show 212-757-1393, 212-757-1393. Ask us any questions. I just got caught up in the AKIL Rose and the Kwanzaa Festival and all that. But please call the show. Yes. So, ladies first. So, Mark,
Yes.
what's your role in all of this? I know you brought all these people together, but quickly tell us.
Well, my role is twofold. One, to facilitate and to help bring this circle together. My brother AKIL is not here. Usually it would be AKIL, myself, Brother Reg, and also Brother Haja, on the floor doing the groundwork and making sure everything runs smoothly. So even after an illness, as my dedication to the circle of brothers and my dedication to the memory of Brother AKIL, we're going to make this work.
That's
We're
right.
going to do this thing in this
That's
brother's honor.
Right.
And I can see this brother saying, show you right.
There you go.
Yeah, really show you right. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Brother Reggie.
Brother Reggie, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
So, what's your role in it?
Wow, my role is fivefold.
Fivefold.
I am the pickup guy. I will go around and pick up.
guy.
He's the
I-
transportation
transportation
manager.
guy. I
Okay.
will pick up the food from various places throughout Harlem, whoever's donating food and stuff, because sometimes they'll donate it, but they have no way of getting it to the actual event, so I would do that. I'm also a part of the promotions committee where I will promote this on my show as well, my radio show, and I will promote it on social media, and I have a team also that is involved that will do a lot of the cooking and a lot of the volunteer work.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah,
sounds
so-
great.
Brothers in Recovery are
Yes,
with
Brothers
us
in
every
Recovery,
year.
my other organization, yes.
Okay, just briefly, before we go to video and all that, I know I ask everybody what their role is, but actually, who are you all? I know that, and that's great. That's great. I think that we all need to step up, the brothers, that are doing it, and the sisters that's always doing it. But what is it that you all do? Last, eeny, meeny, miny, let's go. Okay. Not all at once, okay?
All right, I'll start.
Okay.
I don't mind. I'll
Okay.
start. My name is I'm Brother Reggie Mitchell. I'm co-host of radio show WACR, and our name of our show is called Another Perspective, and
Right.
we are a public affairs show. We meet on Fridays at 5 p.m. I've been involved with this show for 10 years. I'm also the executive secretary of Brothers in Recovery, which is a men's organization based in Harlem, and we've been around for 31 years. It's mental health based and it's substance misuse based, and I'm also a 20-year veteran of the United States Army, and
Hey.
I'm retired, and I'm an activist, community organizer, and I'm all of that.
Okay,
So
all
there you
right,
go.
thank you. Okay,
Myself, I am an entrepreneur. I am a poet, and I am a community activist.
oh, okay,
And
great.
a mom of 3,
Yeah, you're going
which
to
is really important too.
Yeah, that is. And you're going to recite some poetry later
Yes.
on. Can't wait to hear some.
Absolutely, yes.
How about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Haja Worley, and I am I have a program on WHCR 90.3 as well, called Harlem 411 and Beyond. I co-host with Sister Belinda Mondesire, and I'm also the chair of a Circle of Brothers, and this is the 9th annual. This is our 9th annual Kwanzaa that we're doing, and every year it gets bigger and better. I'm also co-director of Project Harmony, an organization in the community that deals with gardening. We have a community garden in our community that we've had over 30 years, and so
Wow.
we do that. And I consider myself an activist. I've been, been doing this for a while, working with organizations like Brothers in Recovery and Harlem Transformation Project and Families United for Solutions and stuff like that. Whatever we can't get done on our own, because we're a small organization, the Circle of Brothers is a small organization.
Right.
Whatever we can't get done on our own, we usually go to Reggie, or we go to Brother Robert Hart, and we get things done, and we come together, and we use the operational phrase emoji, unity.
That's right.
You get it done.
together. We
You get it done.
Yeah.
All right, Hafsa. All right.
Yes, I own a home daycare located in Harlem.
You own the what? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, home daycare.
Home daycare. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm an author, and we have a company called For My Sons.
For my sons.
Yes.
What?
Okay, my name is Tamika. I'm an assistant teacher. I work with children in daycare. I'm also working on opening up my own daycare as well. And I'm also founder of For My Sons.
Okay.
Yes.
Again, I'm Bailey Jeremy. I am the host and producer of Mind Over Melanin podcast.
Oh, great. Okay.
I'm a mental health therapist that specializes in trauma within our community, our as in Black people. And I'm also the director of communications for Families United for Solutions, and I'm a supervisor for Children's Village.
Wow, great. Thank you. Thank you. So, Star, is the video ready? Yes. Okay, so we'll go straight to video and we will be right back. Ask you, do you think that what we were talking about cultural? You know, we were prepping for the show.
Oh yeah, we was talking about the culture. You know, I saw a video of you, 1978, and your hair seemed like it was just as long back. Like it was so long in 19.
This is a fruit.
And the squash family.
Yeah. Wow.
So if you move your hand and allow it to drop, that's
Right.
you don't really have to bang it.
Okay. Oh,
Move
nice
my hand,
sound.
let it drop.
You feel the vibration too, right? Wow.
Now,
Okay,
Karen,
I think I got that.
I want you to help Kim. So,
Okay. Right here.
I think you.
Okay. Right here. All right.
so your palm is here. And when you push
Way,
forward, you're
that
pushing
way.
forward like that.
Okay, so
And this hand comes to the top. Fingers,
Okay.
only keep your fingertips on it.
Okay.
fingertips. So
This is fun.
I'm here. I'm going.
so I'm pushing and I'm pushing.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
See, this doing something too.
Right. Okay. I got it. So I push and I hit. Push, hit.
Okay.
Push, hit. Push.
I try going.
I had to do it this way.
You're mirroring.
Oh.
See, that's what it's good because you're mirroring.
Fingers, boom. I got fingers, boom. I got it. I think.
Big.
Hey, hey.
Oh, right, that's so nice.
Thank you so much. And your locks are beautiful. Your locks are long. It's almost down to her feet, actually, really. But I wanted to ask you, do you think that, what we were talking about cultural, you know, we were prepping for the show?
Oh, yeah, we was talking about the culture. You know, I saw a video from...
Wow, that was when we really first started Sister Talk TV show. And that was Sisters from the Calabash. And they were showing us some real rooted music, you know, and they were teaching us and, you know, dancing. I was feeling it just watching it and so forth. So here we are now, we're back to the present, and we have Soraya Ma'at. And she is going to recite some poetry. So Soraya, you forgot to mention that you are a producer here.
Absolutely. Yes, I did.
So what's
I wear a
the
lot of
leadership-
hats.
Huh?
I wear a lot of hats.
Yes.
I don't
yes.
have a show yet, but for my first project, I interviewed Queen Mother Blakely.
Wow,
And we
okay.
talked about reparations.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, okay. So what you're reciting 2 poems.
Yes.
The first poem, what's the name of it?
The first poem is called Remembered.
Remember?
Yes. Remembered.
Remember.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I want to put the pieces of your body back together again, like Osset did for Orseer way back then, when we could claim greatness and quickly ascend to the highest of heights, the greatest in might. But we're not really there yet. We're still trying to get our feet wet. Going around debating about this and about that, when the pharaohs built pyramids to project their spirits to the stars, we're still out here trying to figure out who we are. They had it down to a science. They knew the magic spells. They had power over death and hell. When are we going to see that the gods and goddesses are resurrecting in this day and age? When are we going to acknowledge that the foundation has already been laid? For us to become like them, for our people to finally ascend and go back to where it began, while still moving forward in our mind, can't you perceive that now is the time? We don't have to dream about being powerful and supreme. Just tap into the potential within in order to begin again, over and over again, until we get it right, until we win this fight, for scattered bodies to be remembered and for our spirits to reignite. Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe. What inspired you to write that?
Well, I do study a lot of ancient Kemetic philosophy and spirituality.
Right.
So that poem was just, you know, a given, you know. I like to say I've been endowed by my ancestors
Okay,
to write.
I understand that. So what's the next poetry?
The next poem is called I Write the Poems.
I Write the Poem.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
I write the poems that help humanity take the evolutionary leap. I write the poems for those who no longer wish to remain asleep. I just want to get it into your ear without going too deep. I want these words to penetrate your mind just so that you can think. Think. Just think. Don't we need a revolution? Don't we need some structural solutions? After all the degradation and oppression we suffered through, it's time for better days. We need to be healed, uplifted, and restored to our original state of being. We need to be renewed. Help me save my soul from this matrix. Deliver me from the arrow that breeds the hatred. I'm living in a world with so many odds stacked against me. Because of the color of my skin, I'm looked upon with disdain and enmity. Now, I did not ask to be born black. But if I had to be born all over again, black is precisely how I want to come back. You can't curse this melanin in my skin, no matter how hard you try. And even though you envy my birthright, you'll never strip away my pride. You see, I'm looking over that mountain that Brother Martin spoke about. He said so many prophetic words that there's just no room for doubt. And not only have my eyes seen what beautiful things are on the other side, they're within reach in this lifetime, No need to wait until I die, until I die, until I die. Ashe.
That's beautiful.
Thank
That-
you.
Wait
Thank
a minute,
you.
wait, hold on. Well, you come back. You come
Okay.
back down.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful poem.
Thank
that
you.
was really.
Thank you.
So, I know why you wrote it, but what was the point that you said, I write the poem. I got to write this.
Well, as I said in the beginning, I feel as though I've been endowed by the ancestors to give the word, to inspire, to uplift, to renew, to help us feel like we have a future, that we are powerful people, that we are not defeated in spite of what we're going through in this day and time. So, you know, I think it's just a blessing to be able to have a gift. My mother told me when I was just a little girl, I used to walk around the house just, you know, reciting poetry, you know, just ad-libbing, you know, words. And I always had a gift with words. I'm like a wordsmith, so to speak.
So it was nothing major or minor that happened. It just came to you.
And I never went to school for it.
Yes,
So
I heard that.
Yes.
All right.
And I have a lot of poetry in my, you know, my repertoire. So.
Okay, great. 212-757-1393. 212-757-1393. You're watching Sister Talk TV show, and we're talking about the upcoming Circle of Brothers Kwanzaa event that's happening at the Joseph B. Kennedy Center on 135th at Harlem, New York City, in Harlem, New York City. Thursday, December the 26th from 5 to 9 p.m. 212-757-1393. Any type of questions or comments, please call. So, let's go ahead and talk about the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. And let's start with Umoja, unity. And you said that is the theme of this year's event. Okay, unity. This is probably a question that's just so maybe said so many times or maybe just dismissed so many times. Unity in the community. What do you all think? Unity in the community.
Well, I think that we need it. It's necessary if we're ever going to accomplish anything. We got to get away from this individualistic thinking in terms of, and this one-upsmanship that a lot of us have in terms of, you know, mine is better than yours, and I got this, so I don't need you. I mean, we need each other. We need each other to work together and to build together. And that's the only thing, the way anything has ever gotten accomplished, and that's the only way we can accomplish something, by working together in unity and applying the principles. You know, the 7 principles can be applied each day of your life. You don't have to wait until, you know, December or January.
Right.
You can apply the principles every day in your life.
Okay. We have a telephone call. Caller, you watching Sister Talk TV show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Bella. How are you?
Hi, I'm okay. How are you?
Well, thank you. I just want to call and say I appreciate so much what you're doing, the show.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I love
you.
the content and the guests, and just keep going.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And thank you for calling.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you so much. And, you know, the compliments just keeps us growing and growing. It's like watering a rose. 212-757-1393. You watch the Sister Talk TV show, and we're talking about the Celebration of Brothers Kwanzaa event. So, anybody else have to say about unity? Is it good? Is it, has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? Or did we ever have unity?
Well, I believe we've had it. I think through the years, we may have lost it. And my whole thing is we need to bring back the village. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a community. And so we have to bring that back. I think a lot of people, you know, are afraid, you know, to speak up. I think there's there's been a lot of fear that's been brought to us to where we're afraid to speak up. We're afraid to be active because of the repercussions, the potential repercussions that we may have to go through. And we think about our families, but you know, as long as we're stagnant, then there won't be any progress, and we have to remember that. So, you know, just the whole theme of, you know, I'm so glad that Brother Mark, you know, that we created this theme of unity, and that it shows, you know, throughout the different facets of the organizations that have come together, so that people can see that there's still a village, there's still people who are trying to bring that village back. And
anybody else want to elaborate on that, or? Okay. The second one, self-determination. Kuchichagulia. Is that right? I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I messed that up. I'm so sorry. You know, I was singing it around the house last night. You know, hey, we're gonna take this phone call. And we're not just gonna take this phone call. Okay. Caller, you watching Sister Talk TV show. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
This is Crystal.
Hey, Crystal, how you doing?
Pretty good. I'm calling from Manhattan.
Yeah.
And I do plan on coming to the Kwanzaa program. I'll be there, or be square.
All right.
And I also wanted to promote Deisha, a little program that I'm giving right here on 115th Street and Lexington Avenue on December 31st. It's called a Community Stress Relief Workshop. No, I don't have an A, D, B, E, C, D, E, or G, but I've lived 60 years. And we're going to do breathing techniques. We're going to do a little relaxation, meditation. And the space is fabulous. It's from 3 to, you want the information? 158. It's 158 East 115th Street, corner of Lexington Avenue. That's Tuesday, December 31st, 2019, from 3 p.m. sharp.
Okay. All right, Crystal. Oh, okay. Crystal, sorry, got cut off just for a moment. But I'll be sure to repeat that. You could call back in later on. I think something happened because I am trying to make your event also. I just want to let you know, Crystal is a long-time caller. She's a long-time supporter. And she did see the play, the musical, gospel musical, Whose Side Are You On? And I just want to thank you for that. But she is having a Kwanzaa event. She said December the 31st. Thank you. December the 31st from, it was
3 p.m. That's the start
3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on 115th Street. So we got you, Crystal. We'll put it in my newsletter, okay? So you know how to get in contact with me. So let's talk about self-determination.
Kuchichagulia?
Yes! You know, I was thinking it was some type of chocolate. I'm only kidding. Let's talk about self-determination. What does that mean?
I think that it's a really important component, especially for the Black community, because there are many external forces that come against us, and we have to be resilient. We have to persevere and push through. And so knowing and engaging in self-determination is key to just keep moving forward and keep following your purpose.
That's that's a good point because it appears that, I'm going to go out and say it, but it appears that once we're trying to build, something comes and just knocks us down. And I'm not going to say any organization, factors, anything, but something just happens to us a lot. But we just have to just get up and brush ourselves off and keep on climbing. Keep on climbing those life ain't no crystal stair. You know, you gotta keep doing what you're doing. Anybody else want to elaborate on that self-determination and so forth?
Can I just say something?
Yeah, you might.
I think self-determination is how you're motivated within yourself. Some people get up and do it. I know that Mark, Brother Reggie, I mean, I think they clone themselves because they're everywhere. and when Mark was ill, he just kept on pushing, and we were saying, brother, you need to take care of yourself and stuff like that. Because he'd be all over in Brooklyn, he'd be up in the Bronx, he'd be all over, he'd be at 3, 4, 5 different events and stuff. So the self-determination is a factor with him and with Brother Reggie as well, because they're determined to keep things going, to keep things happening. And it's what's within them. It's not something outside them, it's what's within them that keeps them going. So that's where I see self-determination.
Okay. Let's go with the third one. Ujima. So I have collectiveness.
Collective work and responsibility.
Collective work and
responsibility. Collective work and responsibility.
So that means pretty much working together.
Yes.
Teach,
Working together.
Teach.
As a collective.
As a collective, and that's exactly what we're doing here.
Absolutely.
We're coming together as a collective, and this is something that if Brother AKIL was here, he'll be smiling right now.
Oh, thank you.
Because each and every one of us represents our own individual organization and group, but we understand the principles of Kwanzaa is not something that we just celebrate in just 1 month, but this is something that takes place each and every day of the year.
Right.
And the Circle of Brothers, along with the Harlem Liberation School, and I have to give Brother Taima credit for this, he said within the community we have to have alliances. And so we, as the Circle of Brothers, allied ourselves with Harlem Liberation School. We also aligned ourselves with Brother Marion and the Black Spades, the Peacemakers, the Brothers in Recovery, and we came together first as just the men, and working together. And there are great organizations that are doing good work, but we're so fragmented, and I can't do everything. We can't do everything. So there's other organizations such as Street Corner Resources, Sister Aisha, which is doing great work.
Right.
And so if we come across a young man who have a talent, might want to sing, might want to dance, whatever it is that he does, if he needs an outlet to do that, then we need to refer him to Street Corner Resources to what Sister Aisha does. And so, the collective comes together because, you know what? It's not about us. It's about the collective community.
The collective community.
And if we can do something collectively to help one another, then that's what it's all about.
Sister Aisha Sakal, she came, she brought like 20 children.
That's right.
To Whose Side Are You On?
Yes,
The
absolutely.
gospel play. And they were bopping and having fun to the music.
That's right.
And she's just a jewel. She's out there and she sacrificed a lot.
That's right.
For the youth, for trying to get people out of the gangs and pointing them into the right direction. So yes, I feel that she's definitely a friend of Sister Talk and also the play Whose Side Are You On? Hey, Aisha, just want to say hi. I know you watch. 212-757-1393. 212-757-1393. Collective. The collective diaspora, Black diaspora. And we are getting along right now, and we're not singing. I heard this one time. Anytime Black people could get along, they get up and sing. And nobody's singing.
No, not
So it's really here to talk, to bring the family together.
But we're in harmony.
We're in harmony.
Yes, we are in harmony.
We're in harmony.
Oh my God.
Like a chorus.
Caller, you watching Sister Talk TV show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Name's Howard, calling from Harlem.
Hey Howard, how you doing?
Good, how are you all doing? Listen, I wanted to ask you a question about the event on the 26th.
Sure.
How many people, I have an organization on 139th.
Okay.
It's the Harlem Interagency Council.
Okay.
And we have a lot of, we have a lot of kids, a lot of youth groups, and we also give out gifts and toys on the 24th.
Okay.
So are we allowed to bring some children over that day?
Absolutely.
Definitely. That's what makes it happen.
Absolutely.
What's the name of your organization again?
Harlem Interagency Council.
Okay.
We're at 50 West 139.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
Please
also
bring the
welcome
children.
to bring some of those gifts over too.
Well, if I had some left over after the 24th,
Sure.
Sure.
I could do that.
Oh, well, we definitely appreciate that.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
And you could get in touch with myself. I'm Reggie, and you can call me directly at 646.
Wait, let me get a pencil.
Okay.
646
633
633
7539.
7539.
And you can call me anytime you feel like it between now and the event, and I'll give you all the info that you need on getting your kids there and anything else that we can collaborate with, because we're always looking to collaborate. You know, the more organizations collaborate, the better the world is.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
And we'll also have some books perhaps to share with your kids.
We have a library here.
Oh,
Great. Well, we will have some books
We'll have
for
some
you.
books then.
We have some books for you.
We have about 300 books.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we'll contribute some more. We'll
Yeah.
contribute some more to
And
you.
I'll be over there to get some.
Yes.
This is what we're talking about when we talk about collective
work.
collective work.
And responsibility.
Okay, good.
Thank-
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Thank
See,
you.
Sister Deidre,
Yeah.
we have a responsibility.
Yes, we
As
do.
well as what we say we're doing, we have to actually put our feet to the fire to actually do what we're saying. Because it's one thing that we on your show and we're talking about this, but you have to actually see us in the community. Like Brother Haji was saying, we're all over the place. You know, I'm retired, so I don't really sleep at all. And I live upstate. I live upstate.
Right.
So I travel to Harlem on a regular basis to do the work because the community asks for that.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
And one last word about collective work. We are watching the work of people in our community.
That's right.
You know, people like the caller who just called.
That's right.
And other people that are doing great work in the community. And each year, we as a council, we sit down and we decide who we want to honor in our community that's doing great work. So we have a number of people, our elders. We also have a young man in the community that we're going to be giving an award out to. So when we talk to some of the merchants in the community, it's not just to have you come and contribute something to us,
Right.
but we want you to actually see the work that
That's
we
right.
do in the
That's right.
community.
Right.
So we invite those folks out, and like I said, we will be giving some awards to some members in our community that continue to do great work on behalf of our community.
Thank you, right. Okay, Ujama.
That's one of my favorites.
Okay,
So I want to
sure.
speak on that one.
Sure.
I usually speak about this when we're doing public speaking
Right.
and also any presentations I give, because I think that collective and cooperative economics is essential to the Black community thriving. And just like the other principles of Kwanzaa, this is a principle that we are to follow throughout the entire celebration, and also as much as you can throughout the year, because it's important for us to cycle that dollar. And I learned that the Black community contributes $1.2 trillion to the economy.
Wow.
1.2 trillion.
Wow. Wow.
And so we have the power to make sure that our businesses are thriving, that we are eliminating that wealth gap. We have that power because it shows in the economics that we bring forth.
I heard that, yes.
And I like to say something about it too, because like I'm a vendor also on 125th Street.
Okay.
I sell merchandise on 125th Street, and I like to believe that support those who support us. Spend your dollar to those who support us. Because we used to be spending our dollar with everybody else except us, our own people. So I like to
To do, yeah.
Yes, because I am a vendor and I'm out there. And I love it when people come to my table and they say, listen, I'm going to support you. I could have brought it from another establishment, but I want to support you.
Okay.
We keep that money cycling.
So let's go to Nia.
Purpose.
A lot of people name their children Nia.
Yes, absolutely. My goddaughter's name.
Hafa. Hafa, right? Hafa, okay.
Cute. It's all right.
What's your purpose, hon?
My purpose is to be somebody that people, certain people tell me I can't do it. So I'm making my purpose.
So you can't do
it.
what?
Like, I wrote a book, opened a daycare. They said no. You know, it's just giving me all these negative things. So I wanted to be my purpose, to be somebody.
To be somebody.
To be somebody, and you know, to know that I want to help because I'm a helper. I'm always helping. There's kids in my house all the time, day and night. You know, they just wouldn't leave sometimes. That's okay, you know. But you know.
No, you are already somebody.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Thank
think
you.
the children that come to your house.
Yeah.
Need to have that purpose to be somebody.
Yeah.
I like to talk about Nia too. Well, as far as purpose is concerned, you know, we all have to find our purpose in this world. And sometimes I would feel like I wear a lot of hats and I don't even know what it is I'm supposed to be doing. So, you know, I have to say to myself, why limit myself? I'm multidimensional. I do a lot of things, you know. So I think we should all find our purpose, live it out while we can. We only get one life. And also be of help to your fellow man. You know, be good caretakers of the earth. Be good caretakers of your time. What you do with your time is very important. You don't want to squander your time on things that are not going to matter way down the road, you know. So as an entrepreneur, I just began to really, you know, take my business seriously. I'm leveling up, you know, and it's a new day for me. My daughter's just like helping me. I'm like, wow, I looked at her the other day. I had an aha moment. I'm like, wow, this is really happening. So, you know, we just set up my Etsy page, and you know, I had an event that I vended at, and we made really good money. So I'm really happy about that. I'm in a good place right now. And I just moved into this neighborhood, and you know, I just got my producer's license. This is something I wanted to do a long time ago. When I volunteered for a temple called Tom Mary Temple, we were supposed to come here and get our license, but it never happened. So now that I'm in the neighborhood, I just had to make this my second home. So yes.
Hey, so what's your purpose? 212-757-1393. 212-757-1393. We're keeping it positive, y'all.
Yes, absolutely.
Collective, self-determination, and now we're going to creativity. And that's my neck of the woods. You know, creativity, kuumba. You know, that's like a heartbeat, a drum. Boom, 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 boom. You hear it coming. I have a good friend of mine named her, that's her her universe name, I say. Kuumba. Yes, creativity. It took me a long time to realize that I was a walking creative person. I just didn't understand why I was so different out of the 9 siblings that my parents raised. Why was I walking around talking poetry or saying this could happen, or writing this, or acting out this, or just saying, I am a goddess and I will turn you upside down, John, if you don't leave me alone. That's my brother. So I, you know, I just realized this is who I am. I am different. I am weird. And then when I finally realized that, I met other different and weird people, and we, you know, we're just vibing and harmony together. So, 212-757-1393. The Kwanzaa event, celebration of Circle Brothers Kwanzaa event. You know, that's creativity right there. Cause you know, let's go to that event. Y'all would have singers there. Y'all have children.
Lots of children.
Lots of children. I've been to the event, vendors and food and root food, sweet potatoes. I'm a pumpkin girl. I'm telling you, I'm weird, man. I love pumpkin pie.
I think it's important that we inspire creativity in our kids. You know, we hear a lot of people say, like, you mentioned that people say that you can't do this and you can't do that. When you start telling these kids at an early age, you can't do this and you can't do that, I'm talking about positive things, not negative things, of course. And when then you take away their creativity, we need to inspire them to go ahead and do that. Try it, see what it, see what it comes out to. And creativity leads to them having a more fulfilling life. And so creativity, not just in the children, but sometimes we as adults, we forget how to be creative. And it's creativity that led you to produce your play that you've been trying to get out there for the longest, Whose Side You're On. It's your creativity, those creative juices. Here it goes. You've done shows and you say, okay, I need to do a play. This play is in my mind. Let me put it together. So creativity is so important.
Okay. Oh, wow. Time is going by fast. Imani, children,
Faith.
mothers name their kids Imani too. Faith, that's what it's all about, right? Faith, AKIL Rose. Walk by faith, not by sight. Walk by faith, not by sight.
Exactly.
You could do the impossible. And I'm not just to talk about my play. A year ago, I put on Facebook or internet, I don't have no money, I'm -0, but this play is going to get done in 2019. And now a year later, it was done. And I don't know what the future will hold. I do, but I am walking by faith and not by sight. Okay? We have 1 more minute to go. I apologize.
Okay.
This was so good. So yeah, everybody, give out the information of the Kwanzaa event and how they can get in contact with you before I close the show.
I will give out the information. You can call me at 662-2878.
Okay.
212-662-2878. And you can get in touch with Mark. Mark, what's your number?
My number is 646-399-3043.
Okay, the Circle of Brothers Kwanzaa event, Joseph B. Kennedy Center, 135th Street, Harlem, New York City. Thursday, December the 26th, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. I thank you all for tuning in. As always, we come on every Saturday live, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. I want to shout out to Zaki Z Starman, the creator of Sister Talk TV show. And also I want to give my shout out to Star Davies for telling me to stretch it out. And also Melissa, good friend, Sister Talk camera person. Also Stan, the man, Teresa, Kim Moore. I know there's somebody I forgot, but I do love you all. Hey! And you all know who I am, Deetra Kelsey, host of Sister Talk TV show. And as always, I'm wishing you peace, love, and remember to stay in the light. Sister Talk.